Hey, aloha, welcome to Thoughtful Thursday. And in this video, I'm gonna go over the law of growth, which is the granddaddy of the 7 laws of the mind. As a matter of fact, it's what our whole world and universe actually runs on. Hey, aloha, Mark J., world's laziest networker, coming to you from our backyard. We're back on the golf course here today. You'll probably hear some roosters and chickens, which is great because nature's the greatest teacher of all. Don't forget you're a part of nature. And we're going to talk about the 7 laws of the mind. Now, if you missed any of them or this is your first time here, really want to welcome you. Please subscribe to the channel. Hit the bell so you can get videos from us when we come out with it. We come out with a Thoughtful Thursday every Thursday, and Teaching Tuesdays also come out with a very cool video. I think if you're in business for yourself, I think you'll get a kick out of them and learn something. Anyway, the law of growth. You know, the 7 laws of the mind are all really lead to one place, the first 6 laws, and that is to the law of growth. And it's the simplest of all laws to understand, really easy to understand, and really easy not to understand. So let me try to make it really simple for you. What you think about grows. It's really that simple. Little trick to it. Not what you say you think about. Not what you want other people to think that you think about. Not what you pretend you think about, but what you actually think about grows. Did you know that your life is actually a blueprint of what your subconscious mind believes? We've talked about this with some of the other laws, but it certainly bears a bullet point review. When we're between 0 and 7, we're getting programmed, both from functional, wonderful people and some dysfunctional people with habits that have been conditioned by the machine to go along with the majority and to fit in rather than stand out. And the individual, that's you, individuality, that's your core heart's desire. That got conditioned out of us, and we talked about that way back in the Golden Buddha. Again, all these videos are available for you, so if you haven't seen them all, I'd suggest you watch them in order. But let's get down to the law of growth. In essence, the subconscious mind makes 95+% of all of your decisions because it's programmed in there. And you go read a self-help book, and maybe it's about diet. And after you're reading it and you're seeing, wow, this and this and this, all this bad stuff in donuts, man, they're really circles of death. I'm never eating them again. 3 days later, you're eating a freaking donut. How is it that this $12 billion industry, which is really what people spend on self-help books in the United States alone, accomplishes virtually nothing? Now, I know you probably have a favorite or two. I sure did. But I had to take ownership of the fact that nothing really changed in my life. Why didn't it change? Because when you read a self-help book or you hear a great motivational speaker, you understand it in your conscious mind. This isn't making the decisions. The decisions are made in the subconscious mind. When you have a thought, when I have a thought, 2 1,000 synaptic connections fire in the conscious mind, 40 billion fire in the subconscious mind. And so these programs that you've been running inside you, for example, money will make me happy. It won't. But I've been with it and without it, and I've been happy with it, and I've been happy without it, and I've been unhappy with it, and I've been unhappy without it. What was the difference? Well, we're going to get to that in a minute with the law of growth. but basically, these programs that you have, you think you'll be more attractive if you lose weight, and you go on diets and lose some weight and then gain it back, and go on diets and lose weight and gain it back. This is evidence that the subconscious mind is calling all the shots. It's the habit mind. It's the thoughts that we hold over and over and over and over and over again. And fundamentally, you can look at anybody's life, and the circumstances in their life are an absolute blueprint of the thoughts that they're holding the majority of the time, 95% of the time. These are your belief systems. So here's how it works. You have a thought when you're a kid or a young adult. There's a thought. It gets charged with a feeling. That becomes a belief. This is known as the blueprint. A lot of people here, you hear this all the time, you got to take massive action, you got to take massive action. Well, you can go out and take massive action on a diet or sales calls or, being a better dad or whatever, and it'll last for 2, 3, 4 weeks, but then you're back to the same stuff because this blueprint within you is calling all the shots. That's the habit mind. We are all slaves to our habits. What does that mean? The law of growth. What you think about grows. And your subconscious mind is running those same programs over and over and over and over and over again. So if you want to change your world, it's not about changing actions that you take, because it'll only last so long. You'll be back on the circles of death. You'll be losing your temper with your kids again when you said you were never gonna. You'll be like this guy here, walking around with a golf club saying, I'm good, right? You're nailing it, yeah? Having a good day? Okay. See, now there's a belief right there. Recoiling, because he doesn't believe he's a good golfer. It's really that simple. It's really interesting. Shh, don't tell him. Anyway, so here's what happens with the law of growth is why we have cosmos rather than chaos. A lot of people have labeled this and then mislabeled it as the law of attraction. What you think about, what you constantly hold in thought sends off a vibration, and those things are attracted to you. But the law of attraction and the law of growth are really one and the same. And in essence, how it's been mangled is you see all these seminars or books about how to turn on the law of attraction. Nothing could be further from the truth. The law of attraction vis-a-vis the law of growth is running 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Do you want to know what you really think? Look at your life. Just look at your life. Your life is a printout. And the things that are going well, that you're happy with, you have a program for that. The things that aren't, that you struggle with, that you'd like to change, make resolutions about, and they fall apart, and buy books about, and try to learn about, and try to read philosophers, and nothing really changes, that's because you have contrary programs to what will really help you. So here's how the law of growth can work in your favor. There's 4 states of mind: alpha, beta, delta, theta. We've talked about these in the other ones, some of the other videos, so I'm not going to dwell on it a lot. But in that theta state, okay, is from 0 to 6, 7 years old. This is when the programs are coming in. When you first wake up in the morning, you're in that theta state. When you're drifting off to sleep at night, you're not awake anymore and you're not asleep, you're in that theta state. So what you want to do is know that the very first thing in the morning and the very last thing at night, these are the most important times of the day if you want to create change. And how do you create change? Repetition with enthusiasm. For example, one of the worst things you can say is, when I lose 30 pounds, I'll be healthy and fit. What you're really saying to yourself is you're not healthy and fit now. You understand that? It's called an affirmation of deficiency. So what the correct one would be is, I am healthy. I exercise because I'm healthy. I make healthy choices with food 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Okay, these are affirmations that are positive. And basically, with repetition and enthusiasm, because of the law of subconscious activity, which we already talked about, the law of subconscious activity and a couple of tricks that we can show you in the Master Key Experience, which is coming up in September. It's not that far away from when you're first seeing this video. If you're seeing it when it's first published, you already have a full scholarship if you're on our email list. So get to masterkeyexperience.com. Wifey will put that down there, and you'll start to discover there's 3 ways to change your thinking. One is in the theta state, and we're going to give you some stuff to do there. 2 is repetitions. By the way, 400 repetitions as an adult, but only 40 repetitions if you make it a game and you're having fun. And the 3rd way is what we call energy change. So by applying different stimulus, it creates a different or interrupting pattern. And we're going to show you that in the Master Key thing experience, so that what you can do is take the law of growth and plant different programs in based on your heart's desire, and then grow those things in your life. We did it, and my wife the fabulous Davine, high school grad, administrative assistant, you know, hard worker, highly skilled in a couple areas, but no great talent. And you've seen enough of me on video to know that I don't have any great talents. You know, what we did was take the 7 laws of the mind seriously, the 6 of them: forgiveness, relaxation, the law of practice, the law of dual thought, the law of subconscious activity, and so forth. And by learning those laws with a group of people, you can master your thinking. And when you master your thinking, you change your thoughts, and what you think about grows. So where's your personal Kauai? Where do you want to be? When you ask most people, you get 2 answers. One answer is, I don't really know. Those are the more honest people. And the second one is, well, I want to get my bills paid off. I want to lose weight. Those are not purposes in life. Those are negatives. And they're trying to get back to 0. So think about what you really want to achieve with your life and start to put the law of growth in play. Leave me a comment down below, because what you think about grows, and what a great thing to start thinking about how you can share this with other people, help other people, because that which you share will multiply and that which you hold will diminish. Hit the subscribe button, hit the bell, and we got another short series coming up that you're absolutely going to love. Law of growth, granddaddy of them all, real simple. What you think about grows. And if you want to know what you're thinking about, like I said 3 times already in this video, look at your life, and you'll find out exactly what you actually think about. Let's work together and help you change that. Let me know what you'd like us to cover next. Peace be the journey. Don't forget to subscribe and comment. We love you. Peace.